Hey everybody, this is Aurathas, and welcome back to my Phoenix Point challenge to determine which unit type is most effective and efficient at wiping out a Citadel and the Scylla in the least amount of time possible and by taking the fewest injuries and casualties, especially when that squad is made up entirely of a single unit class. Now, as always, the rules are no cross-classing and no using any equipment that is not designed for that class. So this time we're sending the heavies in. So far we've done all the specialty classes in other videos and the assault class. So I think one of the biggest concerns I have about the heavies potentially coming out on top of this is that if they don't start like right in the Scylla's face, which hasn't happened for any squad, most of the squads have spawned within like visual range or detection range of the Scylla. Yeah, if they don't start right next to it, they're not going to be able to get to the Scylla and do a ton of damage. Especially since their rapid moving ability, the jet jump, actually takes up so many of their action points that they can't attack. So yeah, we'll have to see how this works. So the Scylla is right there. However, even though this squad may not be able to win the fight, well, they can win the fight, sorry. While they may not be able to win the challenge, I anticipate this being a very interesting fight. We might as well use our jump jets to get around the battlefield. So we spotted the enemy. No alerts as of yet. All right.
Moving now. Target in sight.
So to go over the skills we currently have with the wonderful heavies is we have extra melee damage. We have boom blast, which lets us use grenades and other explosive weapons for one fewer action point. We have war cry that lowers the morale or will of all the enemies around us. We have the jump jet that you guys just saw. And we have Rage Burst, which lets them fire all the remaining rounds in their magazine in one very nasty attack. So we're just going to run ahead.
Hostiles spotted.
I'm aware there are a lot of hostiles.
I've got a visual.
Now, one thing I could try to do is move far enough to use this missile on the Scylla. Could have done that with the other two, but I don't know if we have the range. Nah, we don't have the range to reach the Scylla. We do have the range to devastate everything between us and the Scylla, though. Which isn't a bad idea. Yeah, it's not happy. But frankly, nobody cares if the enemy's happy. Sad but true for the enemy.
Moving. Executing.
Now, I really wish this was more accurate at telling me if that dude was going to get hit. That is one of the risks of playing with the heavy. Good God. Is that the game is not super accurate at telling you, who's going to get hit with your attack. With your explosive attack, I should say.
Doing it.
Well, let's do it, yeah. Want to make sure it's got a clear arc. There we go. Nice. He's not happy. As always, don't particularly care if they're happy, but it was efficient. So yeah, we're not even going to get any shots in on the Scylla in this first round. But we are going to do a ton of murder. All right, well, we're doing a lot of damage. I'm glad they seem to fix the bug I had. And to be fair, I don't know if it was a bug or if it was by design and they chose to change their minds. But before, even if I used explosives, I could not hurt invisible enemy, like those Tritons that went invisible. I just couldn't. The game would not allow it. All right, let's keep on going. I'm sure the enemies aren't happy about any of this. It's like, why are there rockets coming from everywhere? And you know what? I would be freaking out too. Yep. Let them do their worst. Where you going, Scylla, buddy? Did the Scylla not detect me even after all the explosions? I'm going to try to ignore all these dudes running around and just kind of rush the Scylla. Yeah, it's like they don't see the giant dudes with explosives. I can guarantee you my dudes aren't stealthed. Oh, now you're alerted. So we actually have a real battle on our hands here. Well, I am more than happy to wipe them out. So yeah, I still don't know if we're going to be able to reach the Scylla because it has backed off substantially. And I'm pretty sure if I move on the Scylla right now, we are going to take a devastating amount of damage. So I think what I'm going to do is I might get some people to work messing with the Scylla. Got a bunch of alerted dudes, that's fine. What weapon do you have? The Hell Cannon. Or the Ragnarok. Let's do the Ragnarok, 'cause I can't shoot the Hell Cannon right now. We might be able to blow some limbs off of this thing. Cause a ton of bleed damage. Which I'd be okay with. We need to shred a ton of its armor.
On it.
Whoa. No, not that.
Here goes.
Yeah, here goes. Take the high ground. Even though if somebody blows me off the high ground, it's gonna hurt like hell.
On it.
Yeah, I really wonder if I can blow off a ton of limbs. We're peeling armor off of this thing, but not as much as one would hope.
Five by 5.
Okay, I can see the Scylla, but not in a way that would let me do accurate damage to it.
Let's get this done.
So I'm going to keep sending these guys up and over, and then I'm going to split my attention to take out the guys on the ground so they don't mess with these dudes. So that is the current plan. We'll see how it works. Good lord. All right. Let's try to annihilate these dudes. Basically try to give the rest of them a bit of pause before they mess with us.
Let's see now.
Man, I wish this had a better radius. I might just have to live with that. Good lord, I'm not hitting that dude at all. That kind of sucks. It really does. Good lord.
Let's see now.
Go for it. Equipment destroyed. A bunch of disabled body parts. Hell yeah. That's a weapon I have not used. Oh, yeah, it's the Jormungandr Cannon. It's an acid weapon. Haven't seen this in use yet. But apparently it is somewhat brutal. If it actually connects. 350 acid. Jesus. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to take down the big dude in one round, so I might have to focus on some other dudes. Might. I'm not sure. We still have 2 more people to go. I've noticed that if I do this type of attack, it doesn't seem to do much to it. Oh, Jesus, it did that time. Huh. Like, we blew off a ton of limbs. That might actually do. Okay, let's use Boom Blast. I could reach these guys. Can't reach him yet. So if I move one, oh. If I move out here, I should still be able to use the missile. Yeah, buddy. Blow something off of him. Yep, take that out too. Good to see. Switch back. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, this dude's gonna die regardless. Even if I don't do the killing, he's still gonna go down. Who's next? You have a hell cannon. Would love to put that through its paces. Yeah, let's take the high ground. I've been enjoying that.
I know how to do this.
Well, you've been trained, I would hope. I could mess up a nice cluster right now. Or I could keep blowing off limbs. I kind of want to keep blowing off limbs. Alright, let's see how they counterattack. It's going to be brutal. Do it. I don't care. Use that ink. Missed, really. That looks much bad, like much the worse for wear, doesn't it? Holy shit. Take your shots, man. It's fine. Not gonna save you. It's not gonna save your Scylla either. Believe me. I got something for the Scylla. Okay, that's going to be a problem. You could potentially kill that person right now. Surprised they didn't, honestly. I don't care. Your launchers ain't got nothing on mine. Nothing at all. I don't know what you think the worms are going to accomplish. Funny thing is, I could do so much bloody damage to everybody on the ground here that everybody panics. What kind of weapon do you have? Beautiful. It is panicked. Now the question here... Oh, no, I can't see it. So I would have to jump here. I'm going to try it.
I'll try to get there in one piece.
Okay, but before we unleash upon the Scylla... Well, let's try it anyway first. Rage burst. Oh, there's no way we're missing the Scylla with this. So let's have a little bit of fun first. Let's annihilate everything else. If not everything, but as much as we can. For all these dudes who dared think it was a good idea to cluster about us and cause problems. Oh, okay. None of my dudes were standing on that. Whoops. You get this dude at least. You can. Yeah, that was not at all what I had planned. Ooh, let's use the Jormungandr. $900 acid. Oh, okay. Does that help me at all? No, would be my guess.
Switching ammo.
Let's try this again. Probably wipe those dudes out. Or one. See what I mean, though, about the unreliability of that thing's predictions. Apparently got it that time. All right, you can go. Ah, crap, that is not what I wanted to reload, but it doesn't matter. Can you get both of them? I'm kind of just trying to make as many of them suffer as I can. Now, just in case I miscalculated, we're going to come over here and we're going to use Rage Burst. We're going to try to eliminate the Scylla. Bearing in mind that every one of these shots does 180 damage. And he a big target. And there's 6 shots. All right, so we did do it. took a bit longer than most of our people. I think this is only... Well, with this many injured, I think they still come in ahead of our berserkers, who had 1 casualty. But we haven't lost anybody with the heavies, just 4 injured. So that's an interesting little approach there. Now, this many heavies against like a horde of monsters, I think the heavies would be very effective if I had to clear this entire map. And more importantly, I think if we had shown up in range of the Scylla, like if we had clear line of sight with the Scylla like we did with the infiltrators, I think we could have used Rage Burst to completely annihilate that thing in a single round. Unfortunately, we weren't given that opportunity. And a lot of the problems, like I said, that we have with the heavies is that they are quite slow. And unfortunately, unless you give them the ability to use pistols, all they can really do when they use their jump jet ability is use their mounted backpack weapon. So, yeah, I mean, they're not as great as the rest, but yeah, they are still very great for crowd control. But with this, though, I am all out of time for today, so thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time where we round out the challenge with the snipers, which I could see that one going either way, either coming in at the top or coming in at the bottom. We'll see. Thanks again for watching, guys.